And here we are back with Miss Beth Hope of Oslo Middle School, still here at the summer camp, and as you can hear the background, these kids are having fun. You know, the one thing that we want this Indian River County area to know, our donors, our private donors, our grant participants, that there is a need out here, and sometimes you can see the need more better if you come out and see it rather than participants of the program standing before you telling you this is going on, that's going on. But if you would just come out to Oslo Middle School, see how the school operates, see how Feed the Lambs and other providers here are operating. You know, they told me that a picture speaks 1,000 words. A visit will speak 2,000 words. Ain't that right, Ms. Beth Hope?
That's so true. And you know, anyone that thought, oh, they don't want us there is just crazy, because we welcome parents on campus. We had just a couple parents that regularly visited last year that were going into classrooms, and they just really got to see what was happening and build relationships with the teachers. And wow, I didn't know that that's what they were learning in math today. It was very eye-opening for me, because you know, we're a public school. We're here for our community. So yeah, this is great. You know, this is what we want to hear. We want to hear kids having fun while they're learning. You know, and you can't see this on camera, but behind us on the walls, there's student work. There's math problems. There's, you know, pictures that represent stories that they just read. It's really amazing. So I guess I want to, if I may, take an opportunity to kind of thank not just Feed the Lambs, but some other community partners and members that are really influential and have just helped a lot so far this journey that we're on. We also work with Striving for Success. They last year came every Thursday and had STEAM Club after school, which has been great, and we'll continue that this next year. We also work with Youth Guidance, and they were working out of the brand new IG Center down on Oslo Road, which is really awesome, providing after-school mentoring and tutoring for our kids and recreation. So a lot of our kids went down there after school. You know, we do and continue to have Feed the Lambs after-school tutoring and mentoring. They started mentoring program this year, and we'll continue that this upcoming year. And 3 days this year, right, John May?
Oh, you don't know how grateful I am that you allowed us that extra day. And the reason for that was we tried the mentor program by itself, but it wasn't quite working out. So we went back to the table, and here's what we come up with. We can mentor the same kids that go to tutoring can come to the mentor program. Hey, and guess what? Others are welcome to come too. But we know for sure that we're going to have a group that we can not only tutor, but mentor too. And guess what our theme is for the mentor program?
What is your theme?
Respect, responsibility, and rules, and building up their self-esteem.
Yes, it's so important. You know, middle school is that awkward time for all kids where they're challenged not only socially, behaviorally, emotionally, academically, and we have to address all of those things. So, you know, I also want to give a little shout out to the Learning Alliance, which, you know, has historically been very focused with the Moonshot Moment on elementary. But I have worked with them over the years and bring a lot of the trainings that they're doing in the community to the middle school level, and some of the teachers that are here are former elementary school teachers that have gone through training with the Learning Alliance, and that has been just amazing, because really it's really about getting them to read, but showing them that reading can be fun and we can act out our stories and things. So our teachers have been doing some of that in the classroom. So I did want to mention also that along with partners, you know, we want to have we want all the kids to kind of understand what success skills and life skills are essential when you're talking about respect and responsibility to move to the next level. So when we talk about being kind, that's really been at the forefront of everything that we do. And, you know, is it really necessary for you to say that right now? So we, with our Believing in Blue, we also talk about, you know, think before you speak. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And we applied to be part of a project with Harvard University this past year. And so I wanted to talk about that for just a second. It's called Caring Common Schools. And I thought, well, did they know that we were talking about kindness? So we were working with them this past year. We did parent surveys, teacher surveys, student surveys to get feedback, had a conference with the people from Harvard to go over all the data from those surveys and how do we move forward. So the next step for this upcoming year is that we are working with them with their Be Kind challenge. So we challenge all of our students, staff, community, parents, that being kind, it comes first. And if you're thinking before you speak, it eliminates a lot of problems and conflict. And that's really how we are successful in life, is if we are being empathetic to others. Empathy is one skill that I would love everybody to have when they leave. And so one of my great moments from the end of last year was 8th grade. At the end of 8th grade, we take all the 8th graders over to Vero Beach High School Performing Arts Center, and we have a celebration in the PAC. It's a wonderful day, and it's a half a day, and then they come back. But one of my 8th graders who, and you know who you are if you're watching, love you, she was challenging in 6th and 7th grade. She struggled with her attitude, with school, but we kept working and talking, and we got her into some activities. And one of the last days before we were getting on the bus, we were standing outside the 7th grade pod, so the upcoming 8th graders. And she was looking at them and shaking her head at the girls. And I said, "Why are you shaking your head?" And she said, "Because I was just like that." And I said, "Well, what do I tell them?" And she said, she thought for like just a second, and then she said, "Talk less and listen more." And I thought, that is so true. We need to be empathetic and hear what the other people are saying before we want to say what we want to say. So, I just really want the community to know, everybody out there, the parents, we want you to be part of this. We want your help with your children. We want you to read at home. We want all the kids to have a homework corner, desk area to do their work. But we're going to take care of them when they're here. And the focus this year is in the classroom, and the teachers being challenged to have engagement every day. The teachers being challenged to be kind and put the students first. That is how we will see success.
So tell me, when does school start, and when do parents come and start picking up schedules or meet with the teachers?
So thank you for asking that. School officially starts August 14th, which is a Monday. The teachers come back a week before that on the 7th. But Wednesday, August 9th is schedule pickup day. So it is basically the opportunity to come to the campus. The schedules will be ready. So if you're a 6th grader, you're going to go to the 6th grade pod. If you're a 7th grader, you go to the 7th grade pod. 8th graders go to the 8th grade pod. You can pick up your schedule. You can walk around campus. You can walk around and find the room numbers. The teachers will actually be in training. We will have them available to meet at our open house, which is a few weeks later after school starts. But we hope everybody comes out. So it's Wednesday, August 9th, and we're going to be doing it at 2 different times to allow if you're working. So you can come from 8 to 11 in the morning or from 4 to 6 at night. And I think John May will be here then.
Yes, we'll be here because we want to give out flyers and let people know that we will be starting the tutoring program in October and the mentors. So if you sign your child up for tutoring, you'll also be signing them up for mentoring as well. And we really are reaching out to be a help to the parents, a help to the student, and also a help to the staff here at Oslo Middle School. That if we all work together, things can come together, and it can be a success. And guess what? Everybody's happy.
Right. No, it's going to be a success. That has been the goal since I got here, and I know the teachers feel the same way and the students feel the same way. And, utilizing the after-school programs is so important. Having your kids involved in activities and clubs and sports is so important. The more they're involved, the better they do academically because they're focused. And we just want you to be involved. So, come on out Wednesday, August 9th. And talk to John May about the tutoring program. You can also pick up PE uniforms, and there'll be a couple other people here with information that's essential to get the school started.
Hey, if there's any principals out there that's watching this and you would like for me to come to your school, please get the number that's on the screen right now, and I'll be more than happy to come to your school, do an interview, hear what you have to say, hear the goals that you have planned. Everybody's welcome to Channel 10 Local News. This is John Mason, Miss Beth Hofer, Principal Beth Hofer. Thank you very much for all that you do in this school and the difference that you're making in this community. We thank you very much. And to our viewers right now, we thank you for channeling in, and we'll see you next week with Let's Talk.